Have you ever felt like life after 80 throws you a curveball? No one warned you about. Even the most resilient, independent souls can find themselves surprised by what this chapter brings. In this video, we're diving into 5 tough, often unexpected truths about life after 80. These aren't just the physical changes or the numbers on your doctor's chart. They're the quiet shifts in how people see you, how time feels different, and how your own heart and memories start speaking in new ways. Some of these truths might feel familiar, like a feeling you've carried but couldn't quite name. Others might catch you off guard. But here's the thing. They all shape this season of life in ways that matter. Stick with us until the end, because knowing these truths isn't about feeling heavy. It's about finding clarity, strength, and a deeper sense of peace. You're not alone in this. And there's something powerful about understanding what you're going through. Let's walk through it together. Number 1, how small health hiccups turn into bigger challenges. When you're in your 80s, you might start to notice that even the littlest health issues don't stay little anymore. A simple cold that used to clear up in a few days now lingers, sapping your energy for weeks. A small bruise, barely noticeable in your younger years, seems to take forever to fade. And a minor misstep, something you would have brushed off with a laugh, can suddenly mean weeks of recovery. Physical therapy, or even a trip to the hospital. It's not just that your body is slowing down. It's that its ability to bounce back feels less certain. Things you once took for granted, like staying hydrated or eating on time, now demand your attention. Skipping a glass of water or a meal can throw you off balance in ways you didn't expect. You might still feel strong, and in so many ways. You are, but your body doesn't work in the background the way it used to. It asks for more care, more patience, more kindness from you. People around you, friends, family, even your doctor might brush it off as just aging, but you feel the difference. You notice how each recovery takes a bit more out of you, how your energy dips lower than it once did, and that can bring a quiet frustration. Especially if you've always prided yourself on being active or independent. It can feel like your body is letting you down, like it's not keeping up with the spirit you still carry. But here's the truth. Noticing these changes isn't a weakness, it's a kind of strength. When you pay attention to what your body needs, you're taking charge. You're learning to slow down without giving up, to rest a little more, to forgive yourself for not being as unstoppable as you once were. This stage of life isn't about proving how tough you are. It's about protecting the vitality you still have. So, give yourself permission to heal fully, to listen closely to your body's whispers. That's not just strength, it's wisdom. If these words are resonating with you, please drop number 2 in the comments to let me know you're here. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss our next video. Your support means the world to us as we keep sharing content to uplift and inspire you. Number 2, the quiet shrinking of your social world. As you step into your 80s, you might notice something subtle but real. The circle of people around you starts to feel smaller. It's not that everyone disappears overnight, but the rhythm of connection changes. Those regular phone calls, the pop-in visits from friends, or the lively family gatherings, they slow down. Friends may move away, face their own health challenges, or pass on. Family gets caught up in their busy lives, juggling work and kids, and before you know it, you're spending more time in the quiet of your own company than you ever expected. This isn't about feeling bitter or pointing fingers. It's just the truth of this season. You might notice fewer invitations, longer gaps between visits, and even if you've always been fine on your own, that silence can feel heavier than you thought it would. You find yourself replaying old memories not just for nostalgia, but to hold on to the warmth of those moments, the laughter, the little routines you didn't realize were so precious. And that's okay. Feeling this doesn't mean you're lonely or weak. It's a natural shift, one so many others are navigating too. What matters now is cherishing the connections you still have, even if they're just 1 or 2 people who truly get you. Those deep, heartfelt ties mean more than a room full of faces ever could. So, hold on to your story. Reach out when you can, and let those small moments of connection light up your world. Number 3. The quiet fading of your presence in social spaces. As you move through your 80s, you might start to feel something unsettling. The world doesn't always notice you the way it used to. You walk into a room, and the chatter doesn't pause or shift to include you like it once did. You share a thought, and sometimes people talk right over you, not out of malice, but as if they didn't hear you or assumed you were finished. You might find yourself repeating things, waiting a little longer for someone to acknowledge you, or feeling like you're blending into the background, even among family. This isn't just about being overlooked. It's a deeper sense that your presence doesn't carry the weight it once did. In a world that moves fast and celebrates youth, it can feel like your age is what people see first, before they see you, your stories, your wisdom, your heart. You've lived through so much love, loss, triumphs, and lessons, and yet there are moments when it feels like your voice is muted, like your experiences are somehow less irrelevant. That can stir up a mix of emotions, a pang of sadness, a flicker of frustration, or even a quiet grief for the way things used to be. But let's be clear, this isn't about your worth. It's about a world that sometimes forgets to pause and listen to its elders. You are not invisible. Your life, your laughter, your hard-earned insights still carry immense power. The people who take the time to sit with you, to hear your stories, to share in your humor, they're the ones who matter. They see you, even if it takes a little longer for them to lean in. So, don't let the world's rush silence you. Keep speaking. Keep sharing what you've learned, what you've survived. Your voice might be softer now, but it's rich with dignity, depth, and a strength that only comes from a life well lived. You're a quiet force, reminding those around you what endurance and grace really look like. Stay with us, and let's keep exploring these truths together. Number 4. The gentle shrinking of your daily world. As you move through your 80s, you might notice that the life you've always known starts to feel a little smaller, not all at once, but in quiet, tender ways. The places you used to visit, the faces that filled your days, the routines that felt so familiar, they begin to slip away, piece by piece. Maybe you don't go out as much, not because you don't want to, but because the effort feels heavier, the distance is farther, or the energy just isn't there like it used to be. Friends who once stopped by for a chat might have moved, grown ill, or passed on. Neighbors you knew by name are replaced by new faces. That cozy restaurant you loved might have closed its doors. Your world doesn't crumble. It softly contracts. And with that comes a weight you might not have expected. At first, the extra quiet feels like background noise. But over time, it can settle into something deeper, something that even the most independent hearts feel. It's a kind of loneliness, not always loud, but persistent, like a soft ache for the way things were. This isn't a sign of a weakness. It's grief. The natural sadness of watching pieces of your life fade from reach. But here's the beautiful truth feeling. This means you loved those moments, those people, those places. It means you cared deeply. And even as your world feels smaller, there's still room for it to grow in new ways. That growth might not come from far-off adventures or crowded events. It might be in the warmth of a phone call with an old friend, the spark of a conversation with someone younger, or the simple act of sharing your stories in a way you never have before. Your world doesn't need to be vast to be vibrant. It just needs to be alive. So, take that short walk around the block, join that online book club, or reach out to someone you've been thinking about. Your life is still unfolding, and there's plenty of space for joy, connection, and moments that make your heart sing. Number 5. The unpredictable rhythm of your body. When you're in your 80s, you might find that your body starts to keep its own schedule, catching you off guard in ways you never expected. One morning, you wake up feeling sharp, steady, ready to take on the day like the you from years ago is still right there. But the next day, without warning, you're moving slower, your mind a little foggy, your knees refusing to cooperate, or your hands fumbling with a simple task like holding a coffee mug. It's not just the inconvenience that stings, it's the sense of betrayal. This is the body you've lived in your whole life, the one you've trusted through every adventure and challenge. And now it seems to change the rules without telling you. You might plan a walk, only to be stopped by a wave of fatigue you didn't see coming. You bend down to tie a shoe and realize it takes longer to stand back up, or maybe a sudden dizziness, a fleeting stiffness, or a strange numbness comes and goes, leaving you wondering what just happened. What makes this so hard isn't just the physical changes, it's how they chip away at your confidence. You start second-guessing yourself before heading out, not because you can't do it, but because you're unsure what your body might decide to do. That uncertainty can make you feel more fragile, more cautious, even in moments when you used to feel completely in control. And that's okay. It's human to feel this way. But here's the truth. Your body may not be as predictable as it once was, but you are still the one steering the ship. Your new strength lies in flexibility, in learning to adapt and listen closely to what your body needs. It's about pacing yourself, resting when you need to, stretching a little, or talking to your doctor, not just when something's wrong, but to stay one step ahead. Knowledge is your power now. By tuning in, you're not giving up. You're taking charge in a new way. So, give yourself grace, prepare a little more, and keep moving forward. You're still you, and that's more than enough. We've just walked through 5 tough truths about life after 80. Each one, a quiet shift that can catch you by surprise. From the way your social world softens to the unpredictable rhythm of your body. These changes have a way of reshaping how you move through your days. But here's what's important facing these truths. Isn't about dwelling on what's fading. It's about stepping into this season with open eyes and a full heart. You're not just aging, you're growing deeper, wiser, and more resilient in ways only a life well lived can teach. What touched you most today? Maybe it's one of these truths you've felt in your own life, or something you've seen in someone you love. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. What's one thing you're taking away from this? And how might it shape your days ahead? Whether it's reaching out to an old friend, giving your body a little extra kindness, or simply letting go of a weight you've carried, your story could light the way for someone else. Aging doesn't dim your value. It adds layers to who you are. By sharing these moments, we lift each other up. Thank you for being here with us today. If this video spoke to you, please give it a like. Hit that subscribe button and share it with someone who might need these words. Your support helps us keep creating content to inspire and connect us all. We can't wait to hear from you in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.